Welcome to the Saturday edition of the Box Seat. I'm Adam McGrath and joined by Mark Olmos. Mark, Railway Stakes Day is gone. We turn our attention now to Group 1 Crown Perth Winterbottom Stakes.
Yes, Adam, great to join you and welcome to our viewers. Adam, day 2 of the Tab Touch Masters. It will be a fantastic day. Lots on course. The Country Regional Championship final and, of course, the Crystal Slipper for the 2-year-olds. So a great day of racing ahead.
Looking forward to all of it. Let's get straight into it because we do have 9 races to take a look at. You can see the conditions there on screen. The Movable Rail is at 6 metres, some light breeze as well. The heat obviously going to play a big part. Looking forward to seeing if that does affect any of the runners and how it affects the pattern of the race day. The first race, it is the Crown Towers Plate, a 1,000 metre event for the 3-year-olds, and there's speed everywhere, Mark.
There is, Adam, but we'll go straight into the replay of the likely filly to sit in just behind them. Number 8, Free Whisper, running third behind Sweet Aura.
Very quickly, he's still hard at work on Sweet Aura. Chin strap coming to her outside. She's starting to get busy now, Sweet Aura. And Badge of Honour on the courage, at least on the inside. He's an absolute shot duck. Sweet Aura's gone past him. Fairy Whisper's battling away and Chin strap's running on. He's got the money though on the filly once again. There's win number 6, Sweet Aura 2.
Nice performance here by Free Whisper. Now when you take a look at the time, she's actually just a little bit off some of the better ones in this race, but I just see this mapping out perfectly for her. There's so many natural leaders in this race and so much speed from inexperienced gallopers that from barrier 5 she should be able to sit there quite comfortably, not have to do too much work, still tack onto the field quite comfortably. And then I'm hoping that over the final stages, when a lot of these have gone head to head, she'll just be the one that's just jumping over top, be too good for them late.
As you mentioned, there's a few in this race that know one way and one way only, and that's to lead. Dainty Test returns. Great to have her back, of course. Has won over $350,000 with West Speed bonuses. Dusty Storm's another one there, Adam, that can sit just behind them, position up very much so in the running and be there late.
Yeah, it's interesting when you take a look at that, and I don't mind Dainty Test because, again, I think can just sit off the pace because you've got I'm Incredible that's going to want to go forward, Slick Sam, Badge of Courage, Speedy Ladidi, Delaney, and Dusty Storm, even as you mentioned, may just be able to position behind them. Verve de Vega has led when it won as well. So much speed in the race that it may suit Dainty Test and also Free Whisper, and that's why they're my top 2. I'm going with the Neville Parnham Galloper on top. Number 8, Free Whisper, from 1, Dainty Test, 6, Badge of Courage, and 4, I'm Incredible.
The exact same exacta for me. Number 8 on top, Free Whisper, ahead of the 1, Dainty Test. Number 3, Dusty Storm, and number 9, Delaney.
Race number 2 at Ascot is a 1,600 metre event, a 72 plus, and most of these have been going head to head for a little while now, Mark.
Yes, and what I'm about to say might sound very odd and unfamiliar to our viewers, but we'll have a look at last start winner, Poonamoo.
Led Settlers Creek. Down on the inside, looking for the way out, Star Exhibit. Pushed to pass, holding Outlaw Pete in for the time being, and Poonamoo running on. Settlers Creek had hit the front. Down the outside, Poonamoo and Universal Law coming with a great run as well. It's Poonamoo and Universal Law, but today's the day for the great.
It's been a while, hasn't it, for Poonamoo? Well-deserved victory as well, has been so consistent. Now, the key for that victory was that there was genuine tempo on throughout the race. Now, take a look at this field. I know that Abasso can go forward if they wanted to, or Settlers Creek as well, but there's just not that natural speed. So this is where I think Poonamoo is going to find itself in similar situations where it has in recent times, where a sit and sprint. And I think horses like Star Exhibit have a better turn of foot, as does Outlaw Pete, even a Django in this field as well. So although it was a nice performance, it goes up in weight here, Poonamoo. It does get Damien Oliver on board, but I'd prefer others.
Yeah, Django comes out of the Ascot Gold Cup, that Lister race, which was won by Tonto. It had the fastest last 600 metres on that occasion, and if you remember, Adam, it was a very, very slowly run race. Chocolate Holic has since come out of that race after being poor off the slow speed and has won in listed company. So Django should be right in this.
Well, without knowing as well what was offered, I'd suggest that Patrick Carver still had the selection out of both, and he's elected to go this way. Barrier 2, 58.5 kilos, dropping back from the 18 to 16. The small field will definitely suit as well, and it does have a very nice turn of foot.
Number 1, Star Exhibit. Adam, you think that it's got the best turn of speed in the race. It's on top for you?
I just think it's going to get a really nice run throughout. It actually meets a Poonamoo 2 kilos better for 2 starts ago when it lost to Scales of Justice by a short neck. We've seen those form lines now. They meet at the same weight from last start, but I just think Scales of Justice, Star Exhibit from Barrier 3 is going to get that nice run with that Scales of Justice form lines from number 5 Poonamoo, 4 Outlaw Pete, and 3 Django.
Number 3 for me, Django. That form line looks very good behind Chocolate Holic there. Ahead of number 4 Outlaw Pete, desperately unlucky last start. Number 5 Poonamoo and the 6 Abasso.
Race number 3 at Ascot, it's over the 1,500 metres, a 62 plus event, and Mark, plenty of these will be hoping to get a win on a Saturday.
Yes, indeed, Adam. One of those is Sigil, who ran very well first up for second behind Candlelight Star.
Those followed by Pirate's Fortune in the straight though. War in Paris ranged up to Potent Secret. Pike comes between them with brackets though. Candlelight Star, the greys coming through along the fence. Speeding Comet's weaving its way through. War in Paris, Candlelight Star's got there. It's Candlelight Star drawing clear, and Candlelight Star won the last from a 3.
Another nice performance there first up by Sigil, but just gives you absolutely no confidence. If this horse can find trouble, it will. It pulls. I know Sharon Miller just does her head in with this galloper. We talk about it so much off air with her, but this race looks really well suited. Barrier 11, the 56 kilos, has been second up on 2 occasions for a victory and a third. I think it has the best turn of foot in the race. I think it has the best form lines in it, and I'm hoping they just sit back, let the speed happen out in front, and just run out wide, straight down the middle. I think it can be too good and win this race.
You hit the nail on the head there. I think that's his go. Just stay out wide, out of trouble, and should be in the finish. Adam, we've also got Astronomite, been hurting the punters of recent times, but again looks to get every possible, but punters have been hurt.
Yeah, really disappointing last start. So Randy Tan reported just didn't let down when asked, and that was quite evident. So had every chance throughout. Now William Pike goes back on board. Barrier 3, 58.5 kilos. It ticks every box, but now we just need to see it.
Adam, you're on top selections.
I'm going to go with 5 Sigil from number 3 pre-selection, 2 Astronomite, 7 Top of the Water.
I'm going the 5 as well. Sigil in this race ahead of number 2 Astronomite. Another chance there. Number 9 Danehill's Daughter, lightly raced mare by Danehill Express, and the 10 McCavity.
Race number 4 at Ascot. It's a 1200 metre event, a 72 plus. And Mark, there's some horses in good form here, especially Gigante and also Lenience.
We're not even into the feature races, Adam. We've still had a few really, really nice races. This is one of them. Let's have a look at Lenience, running second last start behind State Solicitor.
They race around the home corner, and Lenience levelled up to Red Publisher, a length and a half to King of Woo. State Solicitor's under pressure. 150 left to go though. Lenience is the leader. State Solicitor wants to lay him, but he's running on. It's Lenience. State Solicitor straightening up. I think he's going to get there. He levels up, grabs the lead, and he's got...
This horse deserves a win. Has been so consistent in recent time. 3 seconds in its last 3 runs. You take a look at the winners that have beaten it. Coming back, State Solicitor. Now, no Grant and Alana Williams galloper in this race, so they'll be very happy here. They then also draw Barrier 3, which they did have 3 starts ago. I can see Lenience getting to the front from there, kicking the top of the straight, being too strong, and just getting the win that deserves this campaign. It's been 371 days now, but the horse is in very good form.
Not discounting the stablemate either. Malibu Style had no luck first up, was very wide and did a lot of work, was entitled to run 5 lengths behind State Solicitor on that occasion. Considering the what the work it had to do in the run, 5 lengths actually isn't that bad.
Had no trial, will improve dramatically. Second up normally very good as well. 4 attempts, 2 victories and a third, drawn nicely in Barrier 5. Does have to carry the full 60.5, but is, from what Neville Parnham said as well, a couple of lengths better than these.
Adam, on top for you, Lenience?
Yeah, I'll be going that way. I think it's well deserved. From number 1 Gigante, which just continues to be so honest. Number 8 Dendee and 2 Malibu Style.
I've got the 2 on top, Malibu Style, despite the 60.5 kilos. Ahead of number 1 Gigante, number 3 Lenience, and the 7 Barracky Beats.
Race number 5 at Ascot. It is an 1100 metre event for the 2-year-olds. Really looking forward to this race. There's some good form lines coming from the race that we saw a couple of these in.
Yes, of course. Keep It Keen won on that occasion. It was a funny track that day, so have to keep an eye on that. But let's have a look at this horse beating Akina Kuri.
He's out there with the white cap. My Demi down on the inside. Then Media Baron looking for a run. So's Keeper Keen at the 200. Colourful Charade tackled by Frosty Bay. And now here comes My Demi. And Keeper Keen got a beautiful inside run. Keeper Keen darted through against the rail. Sprints away. Shows a great turn of acceleration. Keeper Queen.
Yeah, he was good on that occasion, wasn't he? This 2-year-old gelding by Sebring. Anytime you see a 2-year-old sit, relax, and then punch through a tight gap and get the job done, there's a lot of ticks there. Now, drawn out wide in Barrier 10, that isn't going to be an issue again for this galloper. He can just sit back, wind up down the middle of the track. We've seen the turn of foot, definitely a winning chance.
Without disrespecting any of the stallions over here in WA, anytime you see a gelding by Sebring or a horse by Sebring, you've got to take note, and this is certainly one of them out of the very good mare as well. Keep It Quiet. We've also got in the race, Adam, number 4 there, Rias from the Brent Albuino yard, and Chris Parnham takes the ride on this first starter. Recent trial was very impressive.
2-year-old gelding by Regano, and they've been going so well in town recently as well. The trial was super impressive. Beat the others of Simon Miller's in this Rabia Miss quite comfortably on that occasion. Sat back, again was a trial where had to punch up on the rail, and just love the way this horse got the job done. Was tightly held through the early stages, tightly held over the line as well. Just thought this horse has got plenty of upside. I'm intrigued to see how it goes on debut.
Yes, number 10, you mentioned there out of that trial, Rabia Miss out of the Simon Miller yard now, is the filly by the same sire as Whispering Brook. Of course, Hinchinbrook, and Simon Miller trains this one. She just looked to have plenty of improvement out of that trial.
Yeah, she certainly did. Look, I don't think she's the same match for Brent Albuinos, but we know what Simon Miller's like with his 2-year-olds when they're up and running as well. So I don't think that she can be dismissed from this race. But I'll go with number 4, Rias. From number 2, Akina Kuri. Number 1, Keeper Keen. And 3, Soundcheck.
I'm going with the 10, Rubia Miss from the Simon Miller yard. Ahead of the 6, Metallic Queen. Number 3, Soundcheck. And the 1, Keeper Keen.